So are you saying you stopped your raptor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, go across the finish line so you at least second place money for it.
Yeah, he sulkingly goes across the finish
Where
line.
are we ending at, by the way?
Right here.
around there.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, so, alright, your guys' raptors slow down and come to a stop. And then trained animal handlers come up and help you dismount.
That was how many turns?
10.
Okay, then my rage ends exactly at the same time that I get across the finish line.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
So I jump off the raptor and I sheath my sword. I turn around to look to see what's going on, who's there, whatever. I don't see Stanch, but I see Lorthas. So I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, so we won, huh?
Right, so, actually, you see Stanch. He got led up by one of the race officials to join you guys at the end.
Oh, okay, okay, I do see. Okay.
Like, because how far he made it, it still counts as third place. Because if they didn't institute that rule, then there's plenty of races where no one would win any money.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, because we were the last 3 too, right?
Right.
All the baddies got knocked off.
So,
All right, so I'm gonna walk over towards them, which I guess Lorthas is probably the closest to me at this point.
yeah.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna only see us and say, "So we won."
So I saunter up to the two of them, and I throw my hammer down. Say, "You sons of bitches!" And I give him a huge hug. What a race! Oh, what a race!
I get hugged, but I don't retaliate anything. I don't retaliate.
That was the
I
most fun
pat you on
I've
the back and start weeping a little bit.
had- the most fun I've had since that tumble with the girl the other night.
Oh, cross-eyed Mary.
Well,
But-
good job, everyone.
But
Right, so there is,
you will pay one of these days for that.
Are you talking to Genjo in a way that he knows you're talking to him?
Yes,
Oh,
He's
hey,
a
for
fairly
what?
direct guy.
you know what you've done. But it was a fine move. I have to.
He's right, it cost me so much gold.
I have expected Lorthas to walk up and like try to punch me in the face.
Alright, so the race officials come up and they congratulate each of you. And each of you win a small trophy for that. You notice though they are very cheaply made, so they're just more like gold, silver, and bronze colored than actually made from the metals.
What do they look like? Are they like shaped like a cup?
They're actually it's actually a medallion on a chain.
Okay, gotcha.
Something they can quickly mass produce.
Sure.
I do an Arcana check on it.
The dumb thing to do.
this is a foreign land. Hold on, let me find it real quick.
Alright, you find it, it has the ability to let you save face in front of your friends.
So, I put it on.
Alright, so in terms of money, Genjo, you won 100 gold.
Nice.
Let's see here. Daz and, oh, I'm sorry, I need to use names. Lorthas and Statch, you each win 50 gold, for the bets. So Stanch, that actually puts you then at 100 gold, because you came in, no, sorry, 70 gold. 20 for third place, plus 50 from your bet. And,
Okay.
And Lorthas is at 100, 50 for the bet, 50 for second place.
That's a pretty good distribution. I mean, out of character, it's a pretty good distribution there.
Like it's all almost 100 across the board. What did you bet on, Stanch?
Just myself that I knocked to.
So we both bet on that?
Yes.
I know, I think it's funny.
Cool. I think we need a drink, gentlemen.
I agree. That was a whole lot more fun than expected.
I don't know about fun.
Stanch,
I could go for a drink as well.
Stanch slaps them both on the back. This event has actually
Oh, he broke up. Did you guys hear him?
Event has made us what?
brought us closer together, even though we were fighting each other. So
Everybody gets some
That's how Stanch
inspiration
feels
points
about
for camaraderie.
I'm gonna say, well, if someone wants to lead on to the tavern, I'll buy a round of drinks while we wait for the criminal circus or whatever it is. The criminal, what is it, execution?
Executioner run.
Executioner run.
Mighty fine idea.
Is there,
You know,
well, I guess we don't have
Slorthus
to go
isn't
back to
looking-
the pub, really. We just got to look for a vendor.
Right, and
Slorthus
there's
isn't looking Ginjo in the eye during this.
yeah, you
He's
find an
livid.
L cart near the end of the race.
Am I noticing passively that he's acting weird to me or no?
Yeah,
Go
like
for it.
you can see, you can tell he's
I
sulking.
don't think he can muster any sort of acting on this.
All right, so I'm gonna buy the drinks for them. Hand them out, and as I guess lean up against the stand, and I'm gonna say, am I noticing Stanch doing it? Like, is he being aggressive as well?
I think Stanch sounds like he's happy, from what Rob's saying.
Yeah, I think Stanch is okay with it. He had a few drinks before, anyways. So,
I mean, he's a dwarf too. I mean,
yeah,
I like
he
that kind of
likes
stuff.
All right,
the aggressiveness of the whole situation.
all right. So I'm gonna tip back my mug. I'm gonna drink like 3/4 of it, and just gulp it down and bring it back down and say, so Lorthus, what's got your goat?
Nothing, I suppose. Just being this bug-eaten, shoddy city, I suppose.
It's not so bad here. And
It isn't?
I finished my drink, and I just, without turning, I just like slam it down on the on the stand for another refill,
I do the same.
like with my hand still attached to it. You know what I mean? So once he
Yeah.
fills it up, I can bring it back over to.
I gently set the bottom of my mug near theirs and go, which is his thing of slamming it down.
So, I have a question outside of character. When you're in a rage, do you know?
Do I know what's going on? Yeah, I
Did
could.
you-
I could know. I'm role playing him to the point where, like, when I'm in a rage, I'll still know what's going on. But my character's flaws are, if there's a plan, I forget it. I'm not good with directions. I tend to rush in. So those are like, I'm just kind of role playing that into the whole rage situation a bit more.
I see. Okay.
So it's not like I couldn't have been in more control, but at the same time.
No, I guess what I mean is, like, are you in like a blind rage? So
Oh, no. When I come out of it, I
Really?
still know what's going on.
okay, so you remember jumping from raptors and all that stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I just,
okay, gotcha.
I
Okay.
just wasn't focused enough on looking at you to know that it was you specifically.
I
Especially
just-
since you were in an undershirt or whatever you were in.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got that. I just didn't understand if you remembered it now, kind of thing. But now I
Right,
yeah.
right. Unless Meltdown says otherwise, I should remember all of it. I should remember like every move I did, every move done against me. I just don't. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that you guys were assaulting me half the time,
Mm.
and that I was assaulting
That's-
back.
That's for the back, or the best.
I mentioned that I need to go grab my armor at some point before I forget.
Yeah.
Well, you
okay.
should- you
So
should probably do that before we head to pick up the bounty.
yeah. So
So I'll leave and do that, I guess.
yeah. So you guys collect your items, and you paid your 6 copper for the 2 drinks each.
Yep.
And,
Six copper.
You get yourself
So- I'm paying for it, so it's 6, 12, 18. It's 24 copper for me. You guys don't pay anything.
Out of character, thank you very much.
So I'm down to 62 copper and 273 gold. So I guess we're gonna all walk back together then, and then Are we heading back down? Are we going to go to the criminal thing then, right immediately after, to go see about the bounty? That's what Genjo wants to do.
Just a heads up. Yeah, we can do that. I do have to go soon.
Okay, so
Like
we'll
another half hour or so is all I
half
got.
hour. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good breaking point coming up.
Yeah. So yeah, we can either go ahead and break here, or deal with the bounty and then break. It's up to you guys.
My
If we
vote's
think-
bounty and break, but
Yeah, let's go with the bounty.
Yeah, complete the thing.
All right, cool. Let me pull up what I need for that. So you guys make it over your way to the executioner run pit. Let's see.
where's
here.
that again?
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up.
Do one of you two know where it is?
Oh my goodness! I don't know if you're in or out of character.
It was up by the old. Or isn't that where it was?
You broke up. It
Nothing.
was where?
I thought it was by the old city,
I think they did say that, yeah.
which is up in the northwest part of the map.
Yeah, it's up there.
All right. Because I don't know where it is, and Genjo doesn't.
Let's roll.
All right, play. It's good.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So we grab our armor while we're here, and then we continue up, what, this direction, I guess?
Oh my goodness. Scaringly lead
I
the way.
passed by Rappy, but just look at her with disgust.
Okay, so you guys approach the pit, and people are already starting to gather. Taking a look at what the current setup is, what obstacles they've got. And
Where's the pit at, by the way? Is it right here?
I'm gonna say it's this.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
I'm not sure that's exactly where it's supposed to be on the map, but that's where I'm saying it is.
Cool.
Alright, so as you approach, you see people already placing their bets, but you see off to the side a can I drag? Ooh,
Holy!
he's not that big.
I'll take him.
No.
I'm trying to zoom in so I can. Oof. Okay.
Can I just say, guys, I'm having, like, the most fun.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
pretty
That's
great. You
That's
don't-
about
you
right.
You're just around town and stuff. Fantastic.
Yeah. I said you guys are getting pretty well funded for this expedition.
Right?
All right, so but you come up and you see this guy right here. He's arguing with one of the bookies, the bet placers, and they were saying, "But I can't book you for anything, sir. You already still owe 500."
Do we hear that with a passive perception of 15?
Yes. Like it's hard to miss. Like this dude looks like he's just about to punch the bookie.
Gotcha. All right, I see him, and I'm just going to charge... Whoop, I grabbed the wrong one. I don't like that I can grab theirs, even though I know it's needed for helping them level. I'm going to just charge right up to him, and I'm gonna say... Now, let me look here real quick. It's Jobel, right? Jobel's the one who hired us for that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk right up to him. I'm gonna kind of like push him in the shoulder a little bit, just like enough to get his attention. I'm not pushing him, but enough to tap him and say like, "Hey, Jobel sent us here to collect 500 gold. It is gold, right?"
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Jobel sent us here to collect 500 gold from you, and I'm not leaving till I have it.
And he just turns in response like, "You'll have to get it off my cold dead body."
That can be arranged, lady.
I pull out my swords. I don't intend to kill him, but I pull out my swords. I go to, because as far as I know, he's not a criminal, right? So like, I'm not intending to kill him. So I do this. I do the whole hold my katanas so that the blunt sides are out. I put the one in my mouth, and you guys see me look down. Do my rage thing, and I just kind of pull back into a ready stance, and I said, "Shoot yourself."
All right, so we rolling for initiative.
And actually, I also want to say, guys, I got this. It's up to you guys what you want to do, but I'm gonna say, guys, I got this.
All right, well, I put my hands in my pockets, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way you want to do it.
I look for the nearest drink and find one. And
I have a feeling that both of you guys, especially Joe, is more like, hey, if he gets beat up, he earned it.
Yeah, I think I joined Stanch for one. Hangover's wearing off.
I'm just doing it because you said you don't. So I said, okay, I'll watch.
I'm just lazily picking up my harp bar, like watching.
So are we laying down right here, right now? 'Cause I'm ready to go.
Yep, roll for initiative.
All right, let's do it. I don't have the slightest idea what level this guy is. I don't have the slightest idea what he's got on or whatever.
Well, I shout to you. You know where to find us.
I don't respond. Not that I'm being ignorant. I just don't respond.
Okay, question for you, Meltdown.
Yeah.
If I were to cast Bardic Inspiration on him, would the bad guy know it to be like me helping him out, or did he just think that I'm singing this song?
He would think you're just like cheering him on. Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Find it out. I'm pretending like I don't care, but I actually.
Now, I have a question about Bardic Inspiration. Do I know that I'm being inspired, or does it just passively help me?
It just passively helps you. Like, you feel inspired, but you don't know it has any actual...
Okay.
Maybe if coincidence hits hard halfway through the campaign, you'll be like, oh, well, thank you for all those times.
Right. Stanch, I'm just going to slide you over, not to be ignorant or anything, but just so I can kind of get a better idea what's going on position-wise.
How do I roll inspiration again?
Do you have to roll for that? I don't think you have to roll for that. I think you just expend one of your slots because you have 3 per day, I think.
Yeah, I do. So just say it. Okay.
So what are you saying?
I cast it on you.
Right, but you have to say like how you're inspired, like a cheerleader.
I'm gonna say, oh well, Genjo, you can do it. My Genjo.
Yikes.
My coin.
I love how he gets a freaking critical on his initiative.
Yeah. All right, so he just immediately like flat out he's a showmanship through and through, and he just like there's not really a crowd around you. There's like people who are backing away because they don't want to get caught up in this, but he's almost grandstanding like he's got a massive crowd watching him, and like he doesn't even take you seriously, and he pulls out his spear and just makes a jab at you with one hand.
Ooh.
And I mean, he hits you in the shoulder pretty hard.
Oh man, that's not great.
I say, and then I just look up at him and I say, "Nice move." And if his turn's over, I'm attacking. And I'm also at that time I'm flipping my swords over to the sharp side.
So how's it going down there, buddy?
So let me take that hit here real quick. -12.
Would you like any help yet?
All right, so I'm in my range. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Eesh.
Oof.
And if 19 hits, there's 13.
Okay.
And so I'm going to kind of take a step back a little bit. I don't know what shoulder he hit me on. I'm just say left shoulder, whatever. Because I hit my right hand, so I'm assuming he hit me in the left shoulder. I'm gonna take a step back with my left foot to pull my shoulder out of his spear tip, and then I'm gonna try to dive in, kiting along, like going kind of the right side of him, and I'm gonna try to bring all 3 swords kind of right parallel to all of each other. Right across his midsection is what I'm going for.
All right, so as you go to do that, one of them hits that little bit of chunk of armor on his shoulder and doesn't hit him. The one sword just above that, just below that, I should say, connects and slices his arm pretty hard. And the one that you held in your teeth gets flung out of your mouth. It just gets smacked out. Now you're only... And it flies probably a good 4 or 5 feet away.
Gotcha. Well, if I could get madder, I would. But as it stands, I can't. So,
What's your?
I guess I'm gonna say, you bastard. Or no, I don't have it on my teeth anymore. I can't. So I'm gonna say it without. Yeah, right. So I'll just say, you bastard. And I will ready myself for his next attack.
Now, may I inquire on the status of your sir?
May you inquire what?
On your health?
I don't look like I'm gushing blood yet. There's some blood coming out of my shoulder.
Like it was a solid hit, but he still looks like he's going pretty strong.
I can't see health bars like I could the first time I was on this, so that's why I was asking.
I'm not sure if I don't know if we're supposed to see each other's or not.
Okay.
I see everybody's, which I shouldn't, but I think it's because I can control your guys's. I don't know how Meltdown wants to have it set up. I don't mind.
Okay. So you're hit, but you're not looking too bad.
Right.
Right. All right. So so let's see here.
Well, that really seemed to
How
be
is he looking, by the way?
Oh, he's still looking pretty strong. Like, you slashed his arm, but, like, he doesn't even acknowledge he got touched.
Gotcha.
Alright, so now... but he, without, like, showing off, like, he now grabs that spear by the second hand, and he goes in for a serious lunge this time.
So he's dropping his shield?
Right, yeah, he's dropped his shield, and, like, he wants to make this a show of force. Like, who needs defense? 14? You managed to just, like, smack the spear to the side.
Gotcha. Okay, well, since I don't have my third weapon now, I can use a bonus action without actually costing an attack. So I'm going to roll a d10 plus 1 to second wind for hit points back. / roll 1. I probably should have typed this out before. Plus 1. So I get 9 hit points back.
Alright.
Alright. And I'm going to go in for all 3 again. Or no, 2 again. Now, he did drop his shield, so I know he's lost 2 AC, but I don't know if 10 hits him or not.
No, that doesn't hit. You do hit him with that second swing.
I haven't used Bardic Inspiration yet, right? And I can use it after I say, because it's Bardic?
Right.
Okay, then I choose to use my right-hand swing with Bardic Inspiration.
To add to the damage, or...
So I have 21-21 on my hits.
Okay.
22. And as I deflect his spear as he comes in. I'm deflecting it to the left, and I'm coming across his chest again as I step again to the right of him and try to bring the blades across his chest.
All right, so that hits him like pretty hard with both swings, and you've really, like, you just pissed him off. Like, you've actually hurt him.
Good job, man.
So
Is that another
Keep it up.
inspiration
That's-
coming out of my?
It actually is, yeah.
Oops.
Nice.
Wrong button. Okay.
I want to know how many ales Stanch is down while watching it.
2 so far. I'm on my 3rd.
Wait a minute, I have a question. I'm sorry, I have a question. I know this is kind of a little retroactively. I gotta find out, what damage is he doing? Because in my rage, I have resistances. I have a lot of resistances. I have resistance against piercing. I should be taking half damage for that. Which means I should be back to full health, correct? Because he only hit me for 6 damage. Not 12. I also shouldn't have cast my second wind as early as it, but it's too late for that. Am I correct in that? Because
yeah.
I'm reading. I'm sorry. I should click it. I'm sorry. I'm reading it myself, but I should click it.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Half.
So you only took half damage on that.
Okay, cool. So I'm back to full health. Okay, that's all I care about. And he attacked me with that was his attack, right? With the 17?
Well, that was part of it.
Okay.
Oof. Okay. So he makes 3 really good lunges at you, but he can't make any of them connect.
All right. The first attack that he makes at me, I'm barely able to get it. What?
A melee weapon deals 1 extra die of its damage when the gladiator hits with it. Oh, it's already included in the attack. Never mind.
Okay. So the first one, I barely am able to get my swords up in the way of it to block it out of the way. And as he swings with the other 2, I just kind of like dodge out of the way of both of those, just kind of sidestep. Once to the left, once to the right. And I'm going to go back in for another attack. The 16 hit him?
Okay, so what he does is he parries that first strike as it comes in.
Okay.
All
right.
But
so just sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to explain how I was attacking.
Right. So that he parries off that first one, but that second one, like, you hit him like really good, because that's a natural 20.
Since I've gone to the right both times, for this one, since my last jump was off to the left, I'm gonna kind of swing in on the left and try to go underneath his right arm that he's using to wield the spear with these swords. But I only do connect with the one, so I got to do that, and then I have to roll my damage only, only the damage, the 1d8, or do I also include my rage points with that, or how does that? What am I rolling for the critical damage? Sorry.
On the critical damage, what's your sword damage normally? It is.
Let me look at it here. It is 1d8 plus the 2 that the sword actually has by itself. And then there's the plus the 2 is my rage, and then there's plus the 2, which is my strength.
Right, you would roll like 1 additional 1d8.
Okay, so not even the plus 2 with the sword's stats? Because the sword by itself has plus 2, so that doesn't count either?
Right, yeah.
Okay, alright, so 1d8. Alright. And that is an 8. Holy cow, nice. 16 plus 8. It's 24 damage. Nice. With only 1 blade.
Nice. Alright, so at this point, he's like coughing blood, like pretty badly. And he drops to 1 knee, and he goes, alright, I yield.
The second he says that, I take my swords and I sheath them.
I told you we could take him, man.
And
why is my health so low? Did I do that? Or did you subtract off of mine on that?
I subtracted off of yours.
Okay, so what is it? Plus 24, I think, would get me back?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, alright. That's what I thought. So I end the fight with no damage. Dang. Okay, cool. So I sheath my sword. I walk over and pick up my my white sword, put it in my sheath. I walk over to him and I grab him by the scruff or whatever, I guess. Does he have a scruff to grab?
Probably not.
Okay, well, I go over and I kind of, I grab his arm, I guess. I don't know. I just put my hand on his shoulder, and I said, I really didn't want to have to do that. Are you going to pay up or not?
And so he reaches to a pouch at his side, and he tosses it at you.
All right.
Well, he tosses it on the ground. Sorry, not at you, but on the ground. And
sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna call over to my to the guys. I'm gonna say because I don't do I know that Lorthus can heal yet? I don't think I know that. I'm gonna call over. I'm gonna say what?
I would say yeah. You don't know that yet.
Actually, don't think you guys know that he can use any spells so far.
Well, except for the sleep. He did the sleep.
Yeah, but you might not know what happened.
That's
just
true.
The start of the race.
Well, I was in a rage, so I don't know what the heck happened. But yeah, I'm gonna call over to Stanch. I'm gonna say, Stanch, you mind bringing me a beer and maybe doctoring this guy up a bit?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna reach down and pick up the gold and look through it to make sure it's as much as it is supposed to be.
Does Stanch need to do a Constitution roll for drinking?
Yeah, I'm on like my fourth beer now. None of that time.
All right.
You long it enough.
All right.
So.
And I'm gonna say that when you open up the pouch, you find it contains 10 gemstones worth 50 gold pieces each.
Okay, so that's enough.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tuck it into my belt, and yeah, I'm gonna tuck it into my belt. Reach out my hand for the beer Stanch is hopefully bringing, and then hoping.
Yeah, I'm there.
Cool, and then hoping that the guy doesn't end up dying on us.
Well,
I have a spell called Cure Wound that I will use on him, but I am a little drunk, so.
So he might use open wounds on accident.
All right. Oh, your Constitution's 14. You're a little tipsy, but like nothing that's gonna affect your spellcasting.
Okay.
I mean, you are a dwarf after all.
You might mispronounce your god's name.
Ooh.
Mulbus Shield.
The gladiator, he appreciates the attempt.
I have a +5. I don't know. Attack bonus.
1d8
That's for your
okay.
head. That's for your head.
Oh no, wait. What's your spellcasting modifier?
+3,
so
for
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you heal him for 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Just let me do this. Calling word. I don't know how this works, but I tried to cast it.
Was that a spell or was that a cantrip?
It's a spell.
How many spell slots did you have? Because you used 2 of them during the race.
Did I?
Yeah. Sleep twice.
Oh, you're right.
And then you used the other the cantrips.
Well, I guess I'll convert that to a medicine or
I
something.
like the idea that you still spoke the word of healing. There's nothing happened.
Yeah.
Heal. It's like you both are just looking at me like I'm a liar. Well, it normally works.
I'm gonna reach my hand down because he's on his knee. I'm gonna reach my hand down to grab his hand to help pick him up. I don't know if he's gonna reach back, and I'm going to say, "That was you put up a hell of a fight." As I keep my hand reached out for him to try to lift him back up.
I think he's dead.
No, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
It's all good. Genjo, by the way, is having the time of his life right now. He's still bleeding out of his left shoulder, but you guys can't. I mean, it's just like a trickle, right? Like it doesn't look like it's really affecting him at all.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What was that action you were doing that I needed to respond to?
That's fine. I reached out my hand to Tobin. Is his name Tobin?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. I'm not saying his name. I'm just gonna reach down with my hand to because he's on a knee, so I'm gonna try to reach down to pick him up, help him get to his feet. And I'm gonna say, "That was a hell of a fight, or you put up a hell of a fight."
And so he responds like, "That was the most worthy fight I have had in a long time. If you
a
ever
long time or ever, because I think you're misspeaking."
Honestly, most challenging fight I have ever had. No one hardly ever stands up to me. So if you ever need a guide for trips out into the wilderness,
Oh,
I'll do the first one for free for you."
Cool.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "You know what, Tobin? That's about the first good fight that I've had in a long time as well. I'd like you as our guide, if it's okay with my companions, and we will pay you the first time."
hardest fight, but he doesn't remember the race.
So unless you guys object, I'm kind of saying I want him to be our guide.
Let's get him to the hospital before he bleeds out.
Yeah, he's
So,
like, I'm gonna need probably a day before we can set out. I need to visit a healer and gather my stuff.
Take your time.
And he says, my rate is 3 gold pieces a day.
Your rate is 4 gold pieces a day. You've earned it.
He's not gonna question that at this point.
Let's consider bumping it down to 3.
And I'm gonna follow him to the doctor or whatever, and I'm gonna pay for it.
All right.
We don't have to roleplay that, but
yeah. So you
how
do
much
that.
is it gonna cost?
All right, Rob. Our party's being replaced by this guy.
with my elbow.
The healer's gonna cost 10 gold.
Jeez.
I didn't hear what any of you guys said at all.
I said I nudged Lorthus with my elbow. I think someone's
in love. Jeez.
Yeah, and
hey, look.
Dude.
So my character really respects strength. He
You don't have to fight your feelings, you know.
It's cool, bro.
Don't be weird about it.
So he respects him because of the
Respects
courage,
a
the
good
strength,
brawl. Huh?
right? So, but yeah, so I'm gonna pay for that. How much is it? 10 gold, you said?
yeah, 10 gold.
All right, so that is 10 gold off of my list.
All right.
And yeah, there we go.
So assume you also go to turn in the bounty.
Oh
And,
yeah, absolutely.
And do you want to cancel your meeting with the other guide?
That is up to they never really confirmed that, or did you guys say yes or no to the guide thing?
I think since we have this bloke, we might as well roll with him.
Okay, sure.
All right, so yeah, I guess while we're over there, we'll cancel the other guide, or met outside of the game. I mean, she does have a quest for us, so we can keep that in the back of our heads. We know that she has a quest. So
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna cancel the. We're gonna get the bounty, which gives me 50 gold, right?
Right.
Which I'm going to. How do you divide that by 3? I'm gonna give each of them 12, and then I'm gonna take 26. I guess, right? Would that be?
Yeah.
I don't accept it. You just keep it. You did all.
You
Giving me
definitely
more.
did that one.
So you guys are letting me keep the whole thing?
Absolutely.
All I did was go and drink.
I just go and sulk in pity and pluck on my harp for a bit.